The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Second down, Bridgewater. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. This is taken at the 18. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action, it's Webb. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
First carry now for Alex Collins. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hey. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on 3rd down. Webb on the check down. He finds Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game too. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Gone.
Webb now. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first down.
A breakaway from Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. He had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go.
A play fake, now Webb. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Allen's first catch, good for a first down.
Over. Watch him now, boy.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Finding room inside the 40. Look at the dance and the juke. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter. So
in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's Collins. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
A give. This is Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Webb. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Gone! All right, now, look at 56.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Underneath for Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Detroit!
They'll drop the throw. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Seems to me that our friend, Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On 2nd down, Webb. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Green 39. Green 39.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
To throw on 2nd down. Webb. He's going to look deep down the field. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And this is going to be incomplete. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Southern California after this. On is the Chargers punter now. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Looking at the NFL scoreboard, bit of a surprise going on in the Meadowlands. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They begin the drive with Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They stay on the ground on first for Johnson. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this one go. And this is taken in at the 5. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit.
Off the play fake. Webb. And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, as the first half is winding down, and the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Sturgis for the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Saints on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. Airing it out deep for Smith. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Now let's go! Blue line!
They run it again with Kamara. And now running right through it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's a first down run with Collins. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Kamara. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Over! Here we go now.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
3-19!
Now Collins. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Gun! Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, it's Webb. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams...
And his first carry, he loses the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd in just about a few inches here. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Webb. Flushed. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Olivier Vernon coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Elsewhere, 2nd half is underway up in Orchard Park. The Bills, they're just pouring it on in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long? Webb now from the gun. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Detroit!
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
He'll look to throw. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete. Johnson the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chargers getting set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go larga. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
Coming left is Kamara. And he's taken down inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Hurry up, here we go.
This is Collins on the handoff. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Try on the left side with Kamara. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Now let's go. Blue, line it.
They run with Collins. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. They are, by the way, into the 4th quarter now in Oakland. The Jets have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown advantage. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. The tight end Hill. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
No. Check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll set up a throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Oh, little 360. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Over! Watch him now, Barney! He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On 2nd down, Collins. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Collins. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Returning, it's Benjamin. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. So for the home team here, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.